visuals, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Superhero Wednesday, the day of the week where we talk about anything that's just anything to do with nerdiness. So if you like the Power Rangers, or if you like Digimon, you've come to the right place. Not that we're going to talk about any of them today. We are going to talk about comic book related stuff, but more importantly, comic book stuff that's been plastered all over the big screen for the past God knows how many years and absolutely dominating at the box office and opening releases and opening weekends and just kicking ass. That's right, we're going to be talking about comic book movies, but more specifically, we're going to be talking about my 10 favourite my 10 favourite moments from comic book movies of all time. Now, I have done a list of my favourite MCU moments, and these may contradict what I've said in that video, but stuff has changed and things have happened and I've grown and matured, and as I mature, the relationship matures with us. Change, and of course I'll come back tomorrow for another list. But visuals, let's count down my 10 favourite moments from comic book movies, and let me know yours. Here's number 10. Kicking us off at number 10. Now, you know I am a massive fan of intros and appearances and coming down as a togetherness. And what I mean by coming down is it's Thor's arrival in Wakanda from Avengers Infinity War. Oh my god, just holding his newly his newly developed, his newly come together Stormbreaker axe with Groot and Rocket beside him, and he says one of the most badass lines after doing some awesome, crazy electric shenanigans, and his interaction with Captain America, who come with the beard. But he says one of the best lines to ever come from cinema in the past few years, and that is, "Bring me Thanos!" And it's so fucking awesome. It is so cool. It's so badass. You get so pumped. And obviously, when the first time you're watching Infinity War, you don't know that they're all about to lose. So you think, shit, Thor's here, Stormbreaker, he's got them. Thanos is fucking had it. Even Bruce Banner, Bruce says it himself about how fucked they are. Oh, it's so good. Another introduction or an intro for a character, but it's Ultron's intro in Avengers Age of Ultron, because Jesus Christ, okay, that's just a piece of AI, it's just, you know, robot shit and Stark tech everywhere. It should be scary, but the way he introduces himself in that beautiful, beautiful voice, and there's no strings on me, and he starts talking about the Avengers and their failures and the downfalls and stuff and what he's got to do and shit. It is terrifying. It is amazing. It just looks awesome, and it's the first kind of birth of, obviously we get Ultron being born, talking to Jarvis and stuff, but it's the first time we see the embodiment of Ultron. It is just so powerful and so amazing. It sets the tone for the next interaction that the Avengers are going to have with Ultron later on in the film. It's so cool. Of course, this has to be on the list, and it's one of my painfully favourite moments. It's Thanos' snap. The realisation that, because, like, we get the scene, Thor's kind of just beaten Thanos, you know, he's chucked Stormbreaker, it's gone through the power of all the Infinity Gems, he's blasted away, but it's still gone through, stabbed him right in the chest. Thor's ready, he's pushing, he's ready to end him. But then we sort of see him, he says, "You should have gone for the head," snaps, and it goes silent for a split second. Like, everyone on screen sort of like, what happened? And we're in the cinema, nice and quiet, as we should be in the cinema, quiet, giving it, what's happening? What does this mean? And then slowly we see Black Panther fade away, Falcon, Bucky. We see all of our heroes losing, and Peter, just look at the goosebumps, falling, going absolute, and nipple-ons. I get nipple-ons when I get really excited and goosebumpy. It's weird. Not that you needed to know that. And I've just ruined my little bit of tension building there. And we see our heroes fall, and we're looking around thinking, is the film about to end? Because we've just watched our heroes, the Earth's mightiest Avengers, the Avengers, Earth's mightiest heroes, the Earth's mightiest heroes, the Avengers, they lose, have they lost? Have they just, and it impacted the film and films going forward so big and bad and hard, and just, it completely just absolutely made that film for the right and wrong reasons, because it got us that little bit more pumped for Endgame, like, we've just lost, we're coming back for round 2 for the big massive win. Oh my god, it was so important and so amazing. Next up, it's Shazam's montage from Shazam. Now this had to make the list because, right, I know some people, Chris has a mixed feelings about Shazam. He didn't really like it. all round, I think it's quite a liked film. A lot of people enjoy it. I absolutely loved it. And this montage sequence where he's testing out his powers, what he can do, what he can get away with and stuff. It's just so cool, because think about it now, right? If you right now, I say, here you go, here is some of the greatest powers you could ever have in the world. Your first instinct isn't straight away to go out there and be a hero. You would have a bit of fun with it, see what you can do, test it away. And then you do that to a child, because Billy Batson's only, what is he, he's a young teenager in this film, he's a kid. And it shows the immaturity and the ignorance, I guess, kind of like the ignorantly bliss of, okay, I've got these powers, I'm just going to go out and do tricks and do stuff for me, because you would a little bit. I think most people maybe would. You've got these powers and you would try and, until you realise why you've been given these powers and what you should really be doing them. You would be a bit fun and a bit silly and a bit goofy and maybe a little bit selfish with them, until you have that hero moment and the realization moment. So it's so fun to see this kid going around, and you know that you have charged up people's phones and flying through the building, the Queen music and stuff. It's so cool, it's so fun, and it shows the like I said, the ignorance to what these powers truly hold for somebody and what they can do for others, and especially giving them powers to a kid. I hope I worded that right there. It's such a cool scene. And of course, another bittersweet, a very powerful scene, a very powerful moment, but a significant and, yeah, definitely game-changer moment. It's Tony's snap. Now, Tony's snap at the end of Endgame, it was heartbreaking. It was, again, it was kind of like Thanos. He snaps, it all pauses, Thanos fades away, and we're looking around saying, okay, they're all quiet on screen, we're quiet in the cinema, what's happening here? This time it's a snap where we're not like, oh my god, what's happened to our heroes? Well, in fact, it kind of is the same. It's the snap, Thanos is what's happened to our heroes. Another one, what's happened to our main hero, the guy that kicked us all off, the guy that did it all. And then he falls to the deck. He physically can't talk. He's banged up. He's busted up. He's literally just got a little bit of a toe-to-toe with Thanos after he's just smacked Captain Marvel away. He snapped, and we're sat there going, our heroes are saved. Because we're cheering, we're loving it. We're like, Thanos is gone. The heroes have won. Oh shit, what's happening over here? For that to happen, it's just cost us this, and it's Tony's death, unfortunately. As much of it is a really hauntingly, I guess, beautiful and poetic moment for him as a character and RDJ as an actor for the whole arc he's gone through for the MCU. It's like a very bittersweet. We won, but we lost the greatest. Whether Iron Man's your favourite character in the MCU or not, we've lost the greatest hero in this Marvel world, this world of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because of the actor and the character, what they've done and kicking all the stuff and stuff. But it was horrible. It was amazing, but it was horrible. But it will sit with me forever. Seeing the different reactions of Peter and Pepper Potts there and everyone else, and the deleted scene where everyone took a knee. I wish they kept that in and they showed homage to Tony, but it's on the list. Next up, it's the Joker, and it's his sort of like little speech or business proposal, if you will, in The Dark Knight, where he's in with all the thugs, the TV guy, I know a squealer or a talker, whatever it says. But it's just the dialogue and the way it's done by Heath Ledger. But it's the whole beginning to the end of the scene. Joker walks in, everyone's like, what are you doing? You're a clown, you're an idiot, get away, taking the piss. And then within a snap of its own, it completely changes, and then everybody around the table realizes and sees this guy as either their greatest ally or their newest, biggest threat, bigger maybe than the Batman. The bit with the pencil is just so fucking ta-da, because it's still keeping true to who the Joker is and his weird, quirky, just not quite with it sort of characteristics. And he absolutely owns that scene. He owns most scenes in that film, to be fair, but it's just that one will always say, and when he leaves and he's like, let's not blow this out of proportion or whatever, and the way he leaves and he comes back back out the door, and everyone's sort of like, what the fuck just happened there? Do we need to be terrified, or do we need to give this man all of our money? If you're good at something, never do it for free. It's such an awesome scene, and what a way for the Joker to introduce himself to the kings of crime of Gotham. Okay, right, I've missed this one off the list as I was running down, so I'm recording it at the end. I'm going to try and sneak it in. But it's Batman versus Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. Now, the first fight as well, the first one they have in like the sewery bit, the underground bit. That's quite weird that Joker video on YouTube has just come on. I haven't put that on purpose. Batman related. But anyway, it's Batman vs. Bane. Now, why has this made the list? Yes, our hero loses and he gets fucked up and he gets his back destroyed. But this was one of the most awesome, badass, but yet, like, tension-grabbing fights you've ever seen. Usually when there's a big fight happening, you sort of, yeah, get in. But this one, as an audience member, you're silent, you're engaged, you're plugged right in because there's no music, there's no shenanigans, there's no massive explosions, it's the Bat versus Bane, and all it is them hitting each other, the noise of the grunts and the hitting and then Batman trying to use his predator tactics, but Bane outsmarting him, knowing what's going on. You think darkness is your ally. And it's just so fucking gripping and engaging and beautiful. It is one of the best fight scenes and sequences out of any film I've ever seen in my entire life, because they filmed it the correct way. Yeah, the choreography probably isn't the best you've ever seen, but because of the tension and the sheer lack of noise and music, it's just fucking groundbreaking. Definitely had to make the list. Of course, Spider-Man Civil War. Do I need to mention this anymore? You guys know how much I fucking suck off this bloke in any form of Spider. Of course, it's Spider-Man. It was such an important scene because it not only did it bring a new, fresh look to the Spider after a lot of people some people didn't like the Andrew Garfield films. I liked everyone, but I will like anything that this man is in. But it introduced him to the MCU, and it introduced the Spider he played quite a key role and had key moments inside of the Civil War, the first Civil War comics. He played quite a cool role and an important role, but it introduced him to alongside the likes of Tony and Cap, Black Panther, Falcon, blah blah blah, Black Widow, Vision. He introduced them. It introduced him with all of them, and his first real interaction with all of them as a collective was taking Cap's shield from him. His interaction with Cap when they're battling and stuff, and the show of respect. He does his fair share. He helps take down Giant Man. The team Iron Man kind of win because they capture nearly everybody, but Cap still gets away. It's like whatever. But it was just so cool seeing my man swing in. I don't think I need to talk about it too much because I've probably bored you all with my Spider-Man crackloids lately. What a shock we're going back to spiders, but it's my favourite film of all time. It's Into the Spider-Verse. It's what I'm going to call, I don't know what it is, it might actually be called this, so I'm probably not naming it for the first time. Just in my head I am, because I'm acting cooler than what I really am. It's the leap of faith. It's Miles Morales from Into the Spider-Verse finally realizing his true potential as a spider of this universe. This universe's Spider. He's going to go help save the rest of the spiders that are in trouble against Kingpin and stuff. And it's more the artistic look of this, because I've got a handful of this picture in different sizes stuff around the house, because it is so fucking beautiful. He's on the side of the building. He's just got his newly dawned suit with the spray paint, the black and red. Looks fucking outstanding. I cannot wait for the Miles game. I'm an Xbox player. I will be buying a new PlayStation, regardless of price, just to play that game. Just oh my god, and again, fucking goosebumps. The way he pushes off, and the way they shoot it, he's falling. The camera flips, and he's falling like upwards into the city, as if like he's rising up to become a spider, but whilst falling down, because obviously Spider-Man fall down. But it is just so symbolically beautiful to look at. It is just poetically amazing. It is fucking groundbreaking. The animation when he pushes off and smashes and shatters the glass. Hopefully they didn't fall on the street and hit anybody. It's fucking awesome. It's amazing. I love it. To be honest, I could have just took that whole film in this list. As well, adding to that to the scene we just talked about, we get what Peter was saying, it's all about a leap of faith. Miles had just had that little talk with his dad when he was tied to his chair and he zaps himself out. It's just fucking groundbreaking. It's a leap of faith, and he physically took that leap of faith. Number one, I was trying not to be biased with the spider stuff, and I think this being the most important scene in any comic book film, for me, feel free to disagree, because obviously you can have your favourite and your bias and stuff like that, but it's Avengers Assemble. It's it. It's what it's all come down to. It's Avengers for the first real time after all of these films officially doing it, assembling. Yeah, they've assembled an Ultron, they've got together, they had an Avengers Assemble, they had an assembling, but it wasn't assemble, but it wasn't the assemble. Okay, right, everybody's died, Hulk's just snapped, It's the whole scene from the three of them, for Iron Man and Cappy, really fighting with Thanos, till the stare down of Thanos, because one of the most iconic, definitely iconic and amazing just still shots, just a single frame, is Cap stood there, half a shield against the whole vast army of Thanos. Now this is another thing I've talked about so many times, but I cannot stress enough how beautiful and amazing it is. You've got this one man, the one man who you would want stood there. Yeah, he's not the most powerful, and yeah, he can't do the most offense to this whole thing, but the one man you would want there, because he's going to give his last single breath to save anybody and do whatever he can to stop this threat, is Captain America. We see him, he's just been beaten down after wielding the power of Mjolnir. He's now worthy to hold Mjolnir. He's got half a shield. He's just had the fucking shit kicked out of him by Thanos, and now he's looking at his mates are down. He thinks in his head at this current moment in time, he's on his own. He thinks, I've got no one around me, there's nothing else to do, there's nothing I can do, I am on my own, and I've got thousands and a Thanos of enemies, and a Thanos right in front of me, half a shield, beaten up. I'm the only one still stood here. I'm the last line of defense still, so I'm going to stand here and try and do what I can. And then we hear it on your left, and oh my, I'm not going to cry. It's fucking awesome. I know the Falcon comes through, T'Challa, the Guardian, Spider-Man, they all line up, and Cap, you can sort of, he doesn't sit there and go, yeah, this is awesome, this is cool, but I feel like when you see Christie's performing that little scene, you feel like Cap's like, we fucking did it, we're going to do this, we're going to fucking do this, because all he wants to do is help people and save people, and he's never ever selfish. Yeah, at the end he's a little bit selfish, but it's selfishness that he deserves and he's truly earned. But yeah, he always wants to help people and do the right thing and see everybody, all of his mates and all the good people happy and thingy. So he's there united with all the boys and all the girls and all these heroes. They're ready to go to war, they're ready to do one last shot against this guy to stop him from destroying everything they love. He calls Mjolnir to him, Avengers! Camera pans in, boom, 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 boom. Looks at his face. He doesn't shout it, and he doesn't need to shout it. He just whispers it, assemble. And I know there's loads of memes out there saying, what did he say, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think he needed to shout it, because I feel like that was for him and for us as the audience. As long as we heard it and we knew what was said, then that's all that mattered. And then he leads the charge to take on Thanos for this final, well, at the current time, the final time. I reckon he's going to come back in the future. It's fucking awesome. Hopefully I've sold that scene. I've either sold it or I've made you sick of it by rambling on so much. There we go, visuals. That was my favourite moment from I think I did all 10. Did I do all 10 there? We had Thor's Arrival, Ultra Ninja, Thanos, Shazam Montage, Tony Snap, Joker. Oh no, I've missed one off. Shit. So I've just filmed my Batman UK, because now we're back onto the outro. I'm gonna have a right fuck on an ending because I'm an idiot. Visuals, let me know what your favourite comic book movie moment is of all time. I wanted to add some Joker stuff in there, but I think that was, for me, it wasn't, like, Joker was amazing. It had some amazing bits. I'm only bringing it up because there's literally a video on it. Like, you could have had the real, like the end, the Murray, that scene was amazing. But I think these ones, for me personally, just beat it. You never know, next time we do this video, maybe some of them, after rewatching it a couple of times, will jump top of the list because it was awesome. We can maybe make that honourable mentions, like I would definitely put on the last final laugh, you know, you wouldn't get it. I would definitely put that scene on there somewhere. And I would probably put the stairs that when him fully committing to the Joker, or whatever this character is, because some theories spreading around online about it. I would definitely put that on there. But anyway, and the interaction with Bruce Wayne, I would put, you know, I would probably put that on a list somewhere, because that was just fucking awesome. There was loads. Honorable mention goes to the Joker, the whole film. Well, Joker, awesome. There we go, that was the video. Hopefully you did enjoy. And visuals, thank you for letting me sit in my bedroom, or stand in my bedroom, and talk about nerdy shit. Visuals, thanks for watching. Remember, always keep being you and keep on a web slinging on.